What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune in and check out the comments and the commentation here. Here we go again, man. We got another person that just ups and give LeBron James another lap dance, man. And Rachel Nichols, she ain't had no music playing or she ain't had no headphones on or nothing, man. She just ups and give LeBron James jumps out there, just give him a lap dance for no reason at all. Now she was talking to, I think it was what's the guy named Colin Cowherd, and she actually said this. I'm gonna play the audio, but she actually said something to the effect that LeBron James kept other great players from getting rings like what Mike did, right? Which is crazy. She said that LeBron James dominated for 20 years. And so, but I'm gonna let y'all hear her words. Hear this in her own words, man. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm definitely going to give some pushback on this lap dance that she that she did for LeBron James.
The reason why you don't hear a lot of conversation about Jokic is because I don't believe people are happy to see Jokic lose. But when LeBron loses, people are happy to see him lose.
There's something about that.
Especially his peers, guys that played in the league, that have platforms today. For different reasons, it's extra. They are happy to see him lose.
That is sad. What do you make of that?
Damn straight they are. You know why? Because LeBron bullied the entire league for about 2 decades.
Right.
This is the case of the guy who not only sort of capped careers, there are players in this league, many elite players in this league who would have titles, who would have rings, if not for LeBron. And we said that about Michael Jordan the years he played, right? Think about the players that we can point to. They definitely would have had a ring if not for Michael Jordan. Well, LeBron has been bullying guys for a lot longer than Michael Jordan ever did. Think about, you talked about players with platforms. Paul George, right? He's still in the league, but he has a podcast. His career would have gone completely different in the East when he was in Indiana, if not for LeBron James. There were entire franchises who built up and then got destroyed by LeBron and then had to build down again. The Toronto Raptors, obviously, the Indiana Pacers, the Boston Celtics dynasty, if it was one, was broken up by LeBron James. So, of course, they're happy when he has a misstep or when things go poorly for him. They were on the other end of those fisticuffs for so long. I think it's really just a testament to LeBron's great.
All right. That was a crazy lap dance. Like I said, no music, no headphones on or nothing. She just got out there. That's crazy. Think about this. When she said that she could only name one person, she said LeBron kept Paul George from getting a ring. Right. But when you talk about keeping somebody from getting a ring, Steph Curry had most of his success against LeBron James. Steph Curry got 3 rings against LeBron. Three of his 4 rings against LeBron James. I'm thinking, right? Then you have the Spurs. They beat LeBron James. Dirk Nowitzki, he beat LeBron James. Who else got a ring against LeBron James? I think the Celtics, the Celtics knocked them out the playoffs so they can advance and they got their ring. But man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. When you think about, like, you can't even compare the way Mike kept people from getting rings to LeBron James. Like, if anything, it would be a fair statement to say that LeBron James shared the stage with people, right? He shared the stage with Steph Curry. He shared the stage with Tim Duncan. He shared the stage with Dirk Nowitzki. He shared the stage with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. He didn't stop any of those guys, right? But I can name some very good, some excellent basketball players. Some of my favorite basketball players, NBA basketball players, didn't get a ring because of Mike. If you had to go through Chicago to get a ring, you was not. When Mike was those 6 years that Mike was doing his thing for the Bulls, if you had to go through Chicago, you wasn't getting it. Gary Payton, I think Gary Payton eventually got one. I think with the Lakers, he was on the Lakers, but he couldn't go through Mike and get it when he was with Seattle, right? Who was the other team? Mike also beat. I'm not even gonna count the Lakers because the Lakers had already had a ring when Mike beat them. But you talk about Seattle, Gary Payton, and what's the other guy that played with Gary Payton? Rain Man, Sean Kemp. They didn't get rings because of Mike. Then you talking about Karl Malone. He had 2 chances to go at Mike and couldn't get a ring. Patrick Ewing couldn't get it. Like, if anytime Pat had to go through Mike, Chicago eliminated them, right? And those were some tough series. Charles Barkley couldn't get a ring because of Mike, and all these guys that I'm naming are like Hall of Fame. Most of these guys are Hall of Fame. I don't know if Sean Kemp is a Hall of Famer, but these guys are, a lot of Hall of Fame guys that don't have rings thanks to Mike. Mike didn't share that stage with nobody. Now, LeBron James, he shared the stage with a lot of people. As a matter of fact, his record as far as in the NBA like finals is 4-6. So a lot of people ran over LeBron James to get a ring. You can't say that about Mike, like somebody saying, well, we knocked Mike out and then we went on to win the championship. Even when Mike lost to who did they lose to when Mike first came back? They lost to Orlando, Penny Hardaway, Penny Hardaway and Nick Anderson and all those guys, man. I think that first year back they beat Mike, but they didn't go on to win the championship. Houston won it, and Houston won it. Did Houston win it that year? I think Houston did win it that year. And they won it the year before, like when Mike first went out. But why would she make a statement like this? Like, I think the LeBron James peers want to see him lose because they know that he didn't earn it the right way. And so not just do they want to see him lose, but they know that there's certain things that you have to do in order to be successful. And they don't, I think LeBron James just took shortcuts. And that's why, they don't, people don't really respect the route that LeBron James took. And for Rachel Nichols to come up there, man, and say that, well, LeBron James, he kept others ringless like Mike did, or when she make the statement that LeBron James, he dominated the NBA for 20 years. It's not true. It's not true. Like I said, Steph Curry got 4 rings during the LeBron James era. And if you can point to somebody who got 4 rings in the Michael Jordan era, or came close to having the accolades that Mike had during his era, Mike dominated. I mean, he just dominated. And I don't know why she just gonna go out there, give this man that lap dance, no music. You know what I mean? No pole in the middle of the floor, nothing. She just went up there and just started dancing, man, and just it's just crazy in my opinion. It's just crazy, man. I you know what? And I'm going to start calling these people out, man, because if you can't give a honest sports take, I think people should, they should clown you and make and drag your credibility. That like it's I don't even know what to say about that. That she gonna go up there and say that LeBron James kept a lot of people from getting rings. LeBron James he dominated the NBA for 20 years. He kept people ringless like Mike kept people ringless. No, that definitely wasn't the case. LeBron James shared that stage. And the thing about that is, and that's how the NBA, with the exception of Michael Jordan, that's how the NBA has always been. Like, like Magic and Bird went back and forth. Like one year Magic will win it, then Bird and them will reload and come back and they'll beat them, right? And then, like Magic and Bird and them went back and forth. Detroit, the Pistons went back and forth, like they had some battles with Bird. And it wasn't like Bird, Bird beat Detroit and knocked them out of the playoffs a few times because both of them was in the East, right? And finally Detroit was able to get past Bird. And it was some back and forth. It wasn't like Bird dominated all the way. Like once Bird got there, he just dominated, and nobody couldn't get a ring until Bird was finished. Right? It didn't work like that. It didn't work like that for Magic. It didn't work like that for Kobe. Right? But so the only guy it worked like that for was Michael Jordan. Like once Mike started winning, you wasn't getting a ring until Mike was, you know what I mean? Like once Mike got up from the table, nobody was eating while Mike was at the table. Then when Mike got up from the table, then other people ate. But while Mike was sitting there, nobody else was eating. And that's the difference between Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and everything. Like even LeBron James, like other people ate while LeBron James was sitting at that table. And for her to say that no, that's dominance. I don't know what her definition of dominance is, but Mike, you didn't eat. Nobody sat at that table until Mike got up. And so that's all I got to say on it, man. I just think it's funny, man, when you got these people out here just giving, for no reason at all, just giving this guy lap dances, so I wonder how his wife feel about this, but I don't know. It is what it is. That's all I got on this, man. Y'all make sure and like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm going to check y'all out in the next video.